I was lost, you know, living on the streets and just kind of miserable. Didn't really trust nobody or try to get to even know anybody. It was challenging, you know, at times before him, because I didn't really feel like there was anything out there. I was just hitchhiking around. I mean, jumping freight trains. And there's several times I just wanted to end it. It was hard living on the streets, panhandling and begging, you know, just trying to survive.
By the world's standards, I wasn't a bad kid. School was kind of my forte. That was where my strengths lied. I was always successful. It came easy. In high school, I was a popular kid, and that was just due to my kindness. I wasn't very close to the people that I knew. I just knew a lot of people, could talk to them easily, but there was no deep connection with pretty much anybody. I grew up in a Christian home, but I didn't have a personal relationship with God. It was, looking back, more superficial than a real, you know, Jesus-based relationship would be.
Even though we had been married 10 years, we decided that we needed something different. We thought we were living the Christian life. We thought we were doing the things right. We thought we were, you know, regular attender of church on Sunday. We weren't putting God first, and we were more concerned about, you know, us and what should we do. And
we weren't even reading the Bible. We weren't praying together as a family. You know, every now and then we prayed before meals. And so in marriage, I think it's very easy to start being selfish. And I started being selfish and wanting what I wanted, you know, and a lot of anger and resentment built up toward him. And it got out of control. It was just like a darkness, you know, like I was angry on the inside. I was trying to portray to people that I was still a happy person, and that I, you know, was in control, but really we weren't in control. We were just, you know, we were just going through the motions, basically.
One day I was at a gas station, and I was trying to hitchhike back to Iowa, and Rob had pulled up at a gas pump, and I noticed that he left his gas engine, you know, the door open, you know, so I told him, you know, it's like, hey sir, you know, you need to close your gas cap. And he invited me to go to his home, and a few days later, they come back down and found me again and invited me to come to church. It was God putting them in my path for a reason. I truly believe that he intervened, you know, he knew they was good people that wanted to just share the word and try and help.
And that transition from high school to college was probably exponential growth for me, just in terms of maturity, confidence, my perspective on the world. That shifted dramatically. When I came to Iowa, I lived in Dom, met a lot of really good people, just real rock solid Christians, and that was something I really hadn't been exposed to, and that helped a lot in terms of just kind of moving me along in my relationship, and it really pushed me to analyze myself, hold myself to biblical standards, not just the world's moral standards of goodness, but real, genuine biblical standards.
when we took the step and we went and got help and found God, really found Christ, you have to figure out first that God loved you first so that you could love others. And for me, it was, you know, He loved me, and why can't I love her that way? Or why can't I love my children that way? And so it was exciting for the fact that I knew that there was something better, that there was, you know, there was a change that was going to happen, and it was going to be awesome, and it has been awesome. But it's pretty cool to just feel free of all the outside stuff that's going on and just let God run your life, let God lead you, to open doors that never would have been opened before. Since
I found Christ, I truly believe that now I have something to look forward to. There is something greater waiting for me, to where before I never felt that.
When you just are obedient to Him, like, you do get that peace and that joy that He says He's going to give you, and it's just like, why are we not doing this before? You know, like, as soon as I got in His Word, you started craving it. You started wanting it more and more. And it was just this education, this rebirth, just this, we don't need anything else. We just need to put Christ first. And we're really, really working hard on doing that as a family.